short-term accommodation and strata. Now, the big point here is there's just at the end of September, NCAT made a ruling. Now, whether we believe that to be right or not, they've made the ruling. Okay. Now, what they did, it was the first time that strata bylaws have actually been overturned. So it's a bit of a landmark decision. Now, the bylaw was deemed invalid in relation to short-term accommodation and the use of people's premises or lots within a strata complex in relation to Section 139 of the Strata Schemes Management Act that refers to the ability to prohibit or restrict the use of a strata lot. Now, it's probably going to be appealed. There's a lot of talk about it around the industry. You know, whether it does or does not get appealed, we don't know. But the decision appears not to have considered planning law. It appears not to have considered other legal precedents relating to strata bylaws. So what we've got to remember, though, about this ruling is it was about an owner making this application, not a tenant, and that the Residential Tenancies Act actually comes into play when dealing with the tenants and the difference between licence and lease, which we've talked about in previous Facebook Live crosses. We've talked about it in our newsletters. Hop onto our website, check out the newsletter on the strata. So it's always good information in there. But you do need to be aware that there are issues surrounding strata and short-term accommodation. Have a read of the discussion paper. There's only a couple of weeks left where you can actually make comment on that. Those of you who work in holiday accommodation, those of you who work in both holiday accommodation and property management, you're putting it down in terms of what can be or can't be used for Airbnb. So there is a difference between owners and tenants. So yeah, you need to be very careful about how you're restricting that and what you're putting into it. So it'll be really interesting, and as soon as there is either appeal and how that goes, what the appeal is about, we will actually bring that to you.